Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. I need the subscribers, y'all. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm at about 850. I'm trying to get to 1,000. Subscribe. Now, if you want to drop a donation, feel free, and I will be putting this on all the streaming radio apps and all that. So, now let's just get into it. So, are y'all over it? If we moved on? We got to. We got to. All y'all talking about Ronnie Bell and all that. You can't get on. He dropped the ball. Nobody's perfect. So let's not act like everybody's perfect. He dropped the ball. So let's just move on. Dude played a hell of a game. So Michigan plays Notre Dame this week, 7:30 prime time, ABC, under the lights, big time. It don't get bigger than this. Notre Dame, Michigan. This will probably be the last time we play them for a while. So we want to let's go out by beating them. Let's do that. So I'm gonna run over some of Notre Dame's stats, and then I'm gonna get into what we need to do to win. So Notre Dame is 5-1. I think they had a bye last week. The only game they lost against is to Georgia. Georgia is one of the top 5 teams with the most talent. Whether you want to Alabama, Clemson, Oklahoma, Georgia, and whoever else. So those top 4 or 5 teams with just a lot of talent. And Notre Dame is up there. Notre Dame played with them, y'all. So this ain't going to be easy. It ain't going to be easy. Notre Dame's got a lot of talent and size. So, of course, you got Ian Book. He took the job from Wimbush last year. We didn't see Ian Book. He got bent. Wimbush got benched last year, and Book has been the starter. Took him to the playoff. So he can handle his business. He's 63% on the year, which is pretty good. 14 TDs, 2 picks. So he doesn't turn it over. He's also got like 200 rushing yards. So if something is there, and he can get moving. He's pretty big, and he will get moving. And guys like that, they're kind of hard to bring down at first once they get some momentum going. Running back, the leading rusher is Tony Jones Jr. He's got 557 yards on the season, 4 TDs, averaging 7 yards a carry. He's about 230. So he can lower the boom on you. Leading wide receiver is Chase Claypool, 394 yards, 4 TDs. He's averaging 14.6 yards a catch, y'all. So that lets you know they not dinking and dunking. Their second leading receiver is a tight end, Cole Kmet. I hope I said that right. Don't kill me now, Notre Dame fans, if I said it wrong. 265 yards, 3 TDs, 12.6 yards a catch. So they're not dinking and dunking. And their 2 lead receivers, they're both about 6'5". So Lavert Hill, Ambry Thomas, all these our corners, they're not that big. Most corners are about 5'11", 6 foot, if that. Most are 5'10", 5'11". So these dudes are huge. Khaleke Hudson covering the tight end. You're probably gonna get mossed. But that's pretty much it for their offense. Let's see, Brandon Lindsay, he's a track star. Don Brown, you don't want him one-on-one with Metellus or Brad Hawkins. He will torch them. So, since I'm talking about their offense, I might as well talk about the defense. Don Brown. I'm so tired of talking about you, dog. You can't run man. These man blitzes, it's not even man. You can run a man with 2 deep safeties over the top of everything. That would be fine. You could, but you trying to do these man blitzes to where our safety has to line up one-on-one with a fast dude? That's a track star. Dude is a track star. You can't do it. He's going to light you up. Even if he hasn't done it so far this year. He took a jet sweep He took a jet sweep about 50 yards against USC last week. But knowing our scheme, their coaches will try to probably get him lined up on a safety. Touchdown. It ain't hard. You dumb enough to come out in that bullshit. I'm finna execute and play chess with you. I'm not gonna play checkers. You playing checkers. Oh, I can blitz. My blitz gonna get there. No, see, Don Brown plays checkers. He plays checkers with these sorry teams, and we just dominate them. Then when we play Notre Dame, OSU, a Penn State with talent, a Wisconsin with talent, they start playing chess, and he's still playing checkers. You ever try to play chess when you've never played it? You confused, you're lost out there. You don't know what to do. Get out your own way, bro. Run if you just have to run man too deep. What's so hard about that? You run too deep, bro. It ain't that hard. If you just gotta run man, even if you have one safety deep, I wouldn't even recommend that. Because we don't have the speed at safeties. If you're not going to play Dax Hill at safety, then you can do one deep. And Dax Hill can be back there roaming, and he's got the closing speed to make up. But as far as Metellus and Brad Hawkins, they don't have the speed for you to be trying to lead them back there one man, and they got the whole secondary to look over top. They're not fast enough for that. You do two deep, almost like when you played Iowa, you did it. Metellus got a pick. See, we would get more picks and turnovers if he was to do too deep. Our safeties would get more picks. Our safeties hardly ever get picks because they're in a coverage where they're just fighting to stay in position to make a tackle. Too deep. When you got a too deep coverage, you can just have when you got a too deep coverage, you can have a player that's just there. He's not even there all the way, but the quarterback just throws it so bad that the safety picks it. So you're gonna have to do some zones too deep. I really don't care which one you do. If one don't work, you try the other one. You don't have to just do the same thing. Man blitz, man blitz, man blitz. He found a way to stop the crossing routes, which is the corner releases him and then the safety picks him up. That's fine. But you ain't got nothing for that deep ball on when these speedy track star dudes are lined up one-on-one when you're trying to man blitz. You don't have an answer for that with this man blitz defense. So you can't play that. You can do the blitz sometimes, but you try to base your whole defense around it, and that's why you get exposed. So that's it. That's really it for the defense. The defense can play lights out. Now, even if you just see us getting a great pass rush, you still can't go to that because it creates an all or nothing. I said this last year, miss all or nothing defense, all or nothing with Don Brown, and that's exactly what happened against Notre Dame. I mean, Penn State. All or nothing. They got their touchdowns. Then we stopped them for about 6-7 possessions in a row. They got nothing. They got the deep ball to Hamler. They got it all. All or nothing. We ain't even stop them to get field goals. They just got it all. Then they got nothing. They got it all again. It ain't hard to figure out, y'all. So that's what it is with the defense. Don Brown, you got to play some too deep or zones. That's it. There ain't nothing really else to say about that. One more thing. McGrone is a beast sideline to sideline, but sometimes he takes bad angles, and he'll have another defender on his hip coming with him, and he'll take a inside angle when he should have the outside angle. When he should be going outside, and then his teammate behind him has the inside. So McGrone will be chasing the play. You got to take that outside, force him to cut back, and then your teammate is right there to boom him. I mean, those are mistakes. He's a first-year starter, so those are mistakes. But those give up runs because he's the middle linebacker. So that's the only reason I touched on it. Besides that, dude has took this defense to another level. But I gotta critique everybody. But the offense. Now, what will we do on the offense? Will we continue to try to run? I said this last week. I don't think we can run on good teams. We scraped out 150 yards last week, but we had 140 yards on 40 carries. That's like 3.5 yards a carry, y'all. That's bad. And that 140 yards came between Haskins, Shea, and I believe what's his name had most of those yards. Charbonnet. Slipped my mind for a second. I believe Charbonnet had most of those yards. So that's not good. 3.5 yards a carry isn't good. And if you get behind, Harbaugh in this Harbaugh ball, if you get behind, it makes it hard to come back because, yeah, we scored in the second half 2 touchdowns, but we stopped Penn State 5 times in a row. We stopped them 5 times in a row. So that's we're trying to get the running game going. We're stopping them, but we're not doing anything because we're trying to get the run, hope they're getting tired. You got to get that pass game going. We got it going somewhat with screens, and Shea got kind of comfortable, and he started reading the field a little better. Something he hasn't really done all year. But once he started getting those screens and guys were getting yards and he was getting momentum, getting hit, running it a little bit, he seemed to get in a little groove, and he actually was kind of reading the field and making some, okay, that's what we want to see. So honestly, because I don't expect to be able to run on them. I just don't. We haven't been able to run the ball good on anyone. So if Shea can get some yards in the running game, and not only that, sometimes you need a hit just to wake you up. Anybody that's done played football, sometimes that hit gets those jitters and those nerves out of there. And I think Shea needs that. I think he needs those hits, that being in the pile with Ben Mason pushing him and all that. I think he needed that. I think that he needed that. So I don't see us being able to run the ball. So it goes back to Shea. Now Harbaugh might try to do his Harbaugh ball and stay with the run when it's not working. But if we're down, it's gonna be like last year's game, Notre Dame game, and it's gonna be like last week's Penn State's game, where we're fighting to get back in the game, but our offense is so slow moving down the field that they're not even killing the clock because we're getting 3 and outs. We're killing the clock on ourselves trying to get down the field. You're wasting so much time. That's another thing. If we do get down or whatever, have some urgency to what we're doing. Like getting up to the line so slow. Just, you do realize we're down, right? Does anybody realize we're down, but we're getting to the line slow and taking our time like we're up trying to kill the clock? Get up to the line and run the play, man. When you are down, you are trying to save every second. We're burning every second. We're so lackadaisical. Get up to the line slow. Oh, no urgency. We finally hike it. Come on, man. I was on the phone with my boy, and I know he gets mad because when I'm watching the game, I'm just yelling when I see stuff because I can see what's about to happen. Being so lackadaisical with our offense, get it moving, get it moving. The top, just because you saw what happened, we got stopped. There was about 2 minutes left. If we pick up all those drives where we were just taking our time, those seconds add up. So the end of the game, by the time we got to that last drive and we got stopped, there could have been 4 minutes on the clock. But it's just so slow up to the line. Just lackadaisical. We got all the time in the world. Not only that, Harbaugh's eating the clock up on the last drive. You counting your points, dog. Stop counting your points before you get them. But let me get off of last game. I'm about to go on a rant about last game for real. But that's just what it is. Shay's going to have to have that same mojo and make throws downfield, because Notre Dame, they're going to throw that ball downfield. They're going to throw to them big boys downfield. 6'5" tight end, 6'5" number one wideout. They're gonna test those corners. We need to do the same thing. Throw downfield. You need to be taking shots. And Gaddis got it going with those screens, but you can tell he's a first-time play caller because some of his play calls are just ridiculous. But the scheme of the offense needs to be set up better, because we run a lot of corner routes, and that can be fine, but Nico needs to run go routes. Tariq needs to run go routes. Every time we run a passing play almost, we need go routes. And I know y'all saying, well, what you running go routes if they got, even if they got safeties over the top, it takes those safeties from watching what's underneath. So when you're running go routes, it makes those, okay, you might have a go route and then a deep post. That go route is going to make that safety stay honest and maybe even take him with him if he don't know what he's doing. So you need go routes to make those underneath routes open up even more. You have to run go routes. Those corner routes, that's not going to cut it all the way. You need go routes. You need dudes taking those safeties and those corners all the way down the field, all the way down. We got Nico can go up on double coverage. I wouldn't mind seeing you throw it up in double coverage sometimes if you see him with the angle. Like, let these dogs eat, man. We got these dogs, and y'all want to spoon feed them. Don't take too many shots. Spoon feed. Let that dog eat, man. I'm getting tired of it. Let him eat. Spoon feed. Here's a little bit. Throw him once a game. We'll go deep, and that's the only time. No. We got big dudes that go up and get the ball. Throw it deep. If not, even if you're not throwing it deep, I need to see go routes, so they know we taking your safety out of the play. And if your safety don't want to run with him, guess what? He finna get mossed. 6'4", 6'5", throw it up. It's dumb plays. 5 yards here, 2 yards, 10-yard out route. The offense is clicking. Screen. 5-yard pass. 2-yard scramble. Man, get out of here with that. I'm gonna be real. That ain't clicking, y'all. That ain't clicking. You know what was clicking? That boy Jake Rudock. About halfway through the season, Chesson. Touchdown. You ain't even got to look. Touchdown. Besides that OSU game, he was torching everybody. 400 yards, 300 yards. He was executing. That's what I'm talking about. I'm tired of this dinking and dunking when we got dudes that you don't have to dink and dunk with. Let them stretch the field. I think about that year with Rudock. I hate he couldn't have came back. Chesson and Darboh eating. Darboh, touchdown, 50 yards. Chesson, touchdown, 40 yards. Just that easy. But we got dudes that are even bigger than them, and it can go up if they're not even wide open. Those dudes were just burners. We got dudes that are slick fast and can just go up over you. Oh, you got great coverage. Oh, so what? But we dinking and dunking because you want to run short routes. You want to run out routes and then a corner route. Go downfield. I want to see go routes. I want to see deep posts. That's what it is, y'all. I just said all that, but we probably won't see that. We probably won't see that against them. They'll probably do it against us, but we probably won't see that. We'll probably see a lot of more screens. Harbaugh will try to establish the run. He'll stick with it even after they stop it. And Shea will probably be kind of running for his life a little bit. And we got to hope that Gaddis and Harbaugh make the adjustment and see what they're doing. Because Notre Dame's probably going to blitz us, because you have to blitz a team that you think their offensive line isn't that good, because they probably can't stop it. Let's see if they can stop it. Let's blitz them. So that's just what it is. I know I done went on a rant, y'all, but sometimes it just boils over and I got a rant. So I don't really know what to expect from this team, this game, because it's just a lot of emotion with Ronnie crying, the comeback, the team, clicking a little bit on offense, and, so we'll see. I don't know, y'all. I don't really do game predictions anyway, so I just tell you what to expect. So we'll see. One thing I do know, my boy Jamarick Woods, I wanted him to start at safety. He entered the transfer portal. I'm kind of disappointed about that. I like big players. He's about 6'3", 6'2". That's a big safety, and he was a hard hitter. I would have liked to have seen him. I would have put him at linebacker instead of Glasgow. Just me personally, but I'm not a coach. Somebody told me, good thing you're not the coach. I'm not the coach, so it's just, who cares what you think? So, but that's all I pretty much got, y'all. Hopefully they can come out and get out their own way and just come out clicking from the jump. And, this is the last time we're going to play Notre Dame for a while. Maybe for who knows how long. So let's go out, at least get a win against them. The rest of the season, just make it happen. Make something happen. Now, I would say I want to see Joe. Y'all. I know people are gonna say we want to see Joe. I want to see him too, but it ain't likely Harbaugh gonna do that. So that's why I ain't really talking about it, y'all. So subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna put it on the streaming apps. If you want to donate to the page, feel free. But as always, go blue.